Leah, Alex, Leah, Brad, wrong thing. That should have not happened. That should have not happened. Again, I'm having an issue with my sound stuff. My apologies there, ladies and gents. You'll have to forgive me for that one. All right. No worries, Leah. Let's see. Third, hello. We said Alex, Brad, Casey, hello. Alex, Willie, Black, Johnny, Brad, Dinus G? Dinus G? Yeah. I hope I'm reading that one right. All right, Mike was muted on purpose. Brad. No worries, you'll survive that somehow. Hello, everybody. All right, no worries. Let's get started. All right, so we got a bit of people here. So all in all, I think we were not caught off guard or nor too surprised today with the price action. I think what we've got pretty much what we've expected. We didn't really see anything that was all that unordinary for us, so to speak. We've expected the market to try and maybe make it to the 55, 5, while actually failing in this instance and not making it as I've projected originally, at least not during this step, to the 55.84. But well, we might as well consider this to be a breakdown of that 5. Unsurprisingly so, we broke towards that 55.04 area where we are right now, kind of in that little range. Of course, then we also tested a little lower. The market right now slowly moving to the downside. Let's look at that. Let's skip all the ceremonies, right? And just let's kind of skip to what is interesting. Let's see if that hourly we're able to squeeze all that juice out of the system, right? Most of you follow and are aware. Hello, Cho. Hello. Christoph, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. So, I mean, we are seeing roughly what we've expected, but we have not yet squeezed out all that momentum. But on the other hand, as I said, because we're going to have adverse reactions sort of back and forth, what we ended up doing, going so low, in fact, into the gap already, those who noticed what happened, we already dropped into the gap as we were projecting in the short term. So now that all that bullish momentum that is left, it cannot really make it all the way to the 55.84. The best we can do, at least not that far, but more so what we can do is back to 5, potentially test it and break down. This no longer is on the table, at least not from the momentum that we're seeing on the time frames. Some of you will get convinced, will say, well, Greg, I mean, based upon this, looking at 4 hours, we should be going up at some point. No, this is very bearish. Right now, we're testing oversold territory. We will be doing so at least, I would argue, a couple more times before we're ready to continue and go to the upside. And that upside might necessarily represent the same movement, meaning, for example, here we can move $500. We can move upwards $100. At the end of the day, that remains to be, well, even if throughout all the way, that remains to be $100 movement. In other words, we retain moving downwards rather than up. It's not going to be all that surprising under the fact that we have all these wonderful gaps to close and the market seems to be rather confident we're going down at this point. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue otherwise, to the point that even the bulls are kind of agreeing that the market is probably correcting to the downside, which is kind of amusing all in all. Right, so far we can kind of see that progression that we're expecting, but again, as we often say, nothing is linear. We're gonna test until we close finally that gap. We're gonna be able to finally put that to bed and potentially test again some of these ranges, moving towards the next gap. Why are we so confident we're gonna continue moving downwards? Well, very simple. If we're looking at the daily, for example, we haven't even reached oversold territory and we already are penetrating the gap. Right, so we're kind of already making partially that move that I expected us, to do, but we at least making our way quite distinctively. We can discern from this that it's far more likely than not that we're going to close this gap rather soon. 54.55 area, 54.46 area, if that sort of to give you a hint of what the next levels of support will be once we're finished closing the gap. That is that. Let's see. All right. So now what we are no well, nothing changed really. The weekly is gonna take at least tomorrow to finalize and get locked, so we can see whether, as I've expected, or as we can already see, the bearish momentum will take dominance, breaking down the bullish one, and of course hinting that we're going to go downwards, even if that's not the immediate formation. Even if if that crossing is not going to happen in such a way that we're going to be pointed to the downside, doesn't mean anything. Next week, and it's well, price action can lead it to look subsequently as we go through the week pointing to the downside. So even if it's going to open rather flat, it doesn't mean anything. Still, the crossover already implies that we're far more bearish than not. Hello, nannies. Hello, Arnon. Good to see you, ladies and gents. My OGs, if you will, at this point, to subscribe, smash the like, mama. You are so correct. Ladies and gents, especially those who are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, ring the bell. Otherwise, you will not be informed when I go live. You will not inform, then you'll complain to me that you didn't know, and now you ask me to repeat the entire analysis on Tesla like we've done today in the morning 4 times. So listen to mama. She knows what she's saying. Also, Patreon, definitely spots are limited at the $10 price that we have right now. When it opens up the Zoom calls, it opens up all the activities, hanging out with us on the voice chat, having a lot more access to me and my analysis and so forth, as we do in the community on a daily basis. And just hang out with us, just talk about nonsense and anything and everything, just kind of, like you would shoot the shit with your friends at the bar kind of thing, right? Don't like he tells the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. Arnold, you're such a legend. You guys and girls are all legends. I mean, honestly, I have right now the community is still very small. It's growing rather rapidly, I gotta admit. But still, the members I have here are the most dedicated, and like, I mean, you guys are amazing. You're what makes the community so awesome. Gene is alive. Are you sure you were gone today all day, Gene? Good to see you here, brother. Good to see you. All right. So should we go? I mean, there's no point in covering the week and the month and all that because nothing has changed since the morning or yesterday. Most of you are informed. We went over the smaller time frames as we saw maybe a little bit of, just smelling some green, but not here even. It was right here on the 1 hour, but all in all, still very bearish, still going to the downside. So we also penetrated the gap, as you can see. We already moved into the gap as into the gap as we were expecting. Those of you who missed this part, of course, now it's no longer even possible for us to, of course, we're not talking about this gap right now at the moment with the momentum we have. Right now, we're no longer even talking about the 55.84. Now we can make it back to the 5 before we break down, simply because not having enough momentum, because this is bearish. We know that. So that 1 hour doesn't actually give us enough momentum to make it to the 5.84. Maybe it does. I mean, there is like a 10% chance it can do that, obviously, but it's very unlikely. So, in fact, far more likely that we're going to make it to the 5 and break back down to the downside, testing that level kind of to the second time around. I mean, all in all, it's pretty evident that we've finished that channel, sort of the testing the smaller channel, right? The one we were locked in to begin with. And just to kind of give you, you see, we tested this channel, right? This area, and now we're moving down to test that channel. So the bigger one we already tested before. This is just sort of a process internally, right? People are hyper focused on this when they shouldn't be. Only traders and day traders and scalpers should be focused on the minutia. Other people should be focused on either if it's swings or whatever. If you're going long term, of course, there's according strategies to it. Everything starts small. I was once just Arnon. Yeah, that's actually true. Let's switch to PCB back. All right, Christoph, go ahead. Christoph, tomorrow news will send us to the bank. Good point, actually. I mean, today's news kind of didn't really make a dent. We just sort of dashed back and forth. NFP, ADP, NFP didn't really give us anything. Unemployment claims came in. I mean, the expectation was just a tiny fraction of a difference. Those are the numbers of today. Those who are wondering, ADP, non-farm employed, didn't change. It's the ADP. It's a research firm that does the statistics for the market, if you will. And non-farm employment changes, non-farm payroll. It's the jobs that were generated, not including farming and agriculture and all that sort of stuff. Really, the interesting bit is the forecast that should have been rather positive and came even more negative. Even less jobs, if you will. As we said on the other time, even less fake jobs. Although these jobs are actually, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a half and half thing, but so yeah, tomorrow, we have hourly average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment, which is non-farm payroll, NFP, if you will, unemployment rate. FOMC member Williams speaks that no one cares about Williams. We want JP. JP is what we care about. No offense to Williams and Willer. We don't care. They are just puppets. They're sock puppets. They're being brought up and to generate an agenda, and we're bored with this play. This is just kind of boring, with all due respect. So I'm not gonna deal with that. But we care about the reports. We'll see how they will send us flying, or we'll see what they will do. Whether the hourly earnings are up, non-farm employment, whether actually we generated new jobs. Looking at the numbers today, that might not look as expected, coming far lower, maybe even lower than previous, let alone expected. Unemployment rate, I mean, these numbers are to some extent, we speak about this in depth in the community. I don't want to talk about this here on the channel. The channel is more dedicated to technicals, but we speak about these in depth every day. The most reports that we're getting right now and using to determine anything they're not cooked, but the conditions are so ripe and create an urgency for companies to create these fake jobs, which subsequently affects the jobs reports, the various jobs reports that we're getting subsequently, and let alone not even talking about the tax rebates and so forth that they're getting by holding certain positions open. And if they will actually hire people, these of course the tax rebates go away, and a lot of other sort of benefits that they have from this. So it is not beneficial for them to actually hire. So that's just one part of the argument. It's a far deeper, more convoluted argument, but eventually it sips down to the fake reports. The reports are not fake. It's just that the numbers that they're using and how they're cherry picking the numbers in a way that we will be satisfied and think everything will be good, basically kicking the can down the road. I think the Fed truly believe and think by kicking the can down the road, they can make it less bad. But I believe that they already made the mistakes they could have made by not hiking rates to 6.25 at the time, maybe even 6.5, maybe even 7 if need to be, right? We don't know. Tom and I both told you guys making that process between 3 and 2 is the hardest part. It's easier to make it all the way from 9 to 3 rather than from 3 to 2. And that little difference makes the whole difference. There are, of course, other factors here. Oil is a bit low and all that, but still there's so much in play right now that, what can I tell you? I mean, it's just, they already messed up. The kicking the can down the road is not going to save, not them, not us, not anybody. It's just going to look and feel maybe less bad as we go through it, because we're already going to be so deep in the gutter that maybe we're going to accept it better. I don't know what the actual plan is with that regard, but maybe it's all very political, as we assume at times. But that's why I don't like to speculate, boys and girls. This is why I hate all the speculation, and I personally prefer to go with technicals. These never disappoint us, or rarely so. And even if they do disappoint just temporarily so, meaning until they play out. That means just things can get delayed, they don't get cancelled. The same way, if traffic conditions maybe prevent you from taking the exit you wanted, it doesn't change your destination, if you will. Maybe it makes you go around, but you're still going wherever that is that you were going. Nothing changed. I mean, for that to change, something major will have to happen, to be more precise about things. Tomorrow news, we said that, so we were there. Some people have news Friday, Tesla pump the Qs. No, it's well, I mean, Tesla helps in a way, but it's not really what was pumping. Or neutral today. Uncle. 142 going to have some spread pie. Okay, shepherd pie. You go, and you know what? God damn it, Arnold. What? Mm. It's like they're playing welcome in a way, Chob. In a way, it is right now. We're calling it cooking boiling the crab. The crab doesn't realize it's getting boiled alive as is, meaning they allow you to buy back up a little bit so they can sell another chunk at what they consider a decent price. They sell off, market drops. You guys are busy with buying the dip, and then you're all gonna run out of money when the real dip comes, and suddenly we're at the bottom and no one has money because they were all buying the falling knives. Why? You see? I mean, it's the same old trick for the last 100 years. Haven't we learned anything? You know? The chart, I don't agree. The charts are generated by the psychology and the sentiment that is generated through the news cycle and all of that. But subsequently, the charts are easier to read and discern what actually is going on instead of trying to sift through the bullshit. Makes more sense, I guess. 3-1-42 pi. What did I want? Yeah, boys and girls, questions, so we can move forward. See if you guys have any questions. I wonder if John is here. I promised him to look at the... John, if you're here, make yourself known. I forgot to look at what you wanted yesterday. I apologize deeply. Yeah, I apologize. By the way, since before I forget, I reopened my academy. Technically, 2 spots have already been taken. So, I mean, Brad the Legend here is already signed up. So we have Brad taking a spot. Of course, how would Brad miss that opportunity? I mean, come on. And then I have another student sign up already. Both. So, well, technically, because Brad signed up in a kind of a very convenient spot for me, so I actually retained another spot, if you will. So for the public, I still have these 2 spots, right? I still have 2 spots available for the public, but to the members, I have already 1 spot. Okay, 1 spot left. There you go. It was taken rather quickly. Also, very important to notice that once this spot is taken, and there will be a 3rd person from the members who would want to sign up, I will take one of the spots from the public. Oh my god, guys, what are you doing? No! What are you doing, guys? What is this? Alex. There you go. Now, punishment. There you go. I'll deal with you later, Alex. So yeah, we were saying Town Square and the course is reopened. Of course, people who want to join the Discord, link is in the description below. If you want to become a member, right? You now, like we said, have a bargain deal, if you will. It's only $10 a month, and you get to participate in the weekly Zoom calls Tom and I are having, and basically get access to me. I'm on a daily basis in the Discord. Today I was a little less. I'm still human. Sometimes I end up being a little busy, but all in all, I definitely spend most of my time around the Discord, around the voice chat, so you can join in and just hanging out with us and converse about anything. Of course, the market, debate all these topics that I avoid. I just don't think it's the right place to debate them on a live video on YouTube. So yeah, again, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. I really need to check into this, but it's stuck at 75, but it's not. It's actually down to, I think, 65 right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, only $10 and you get to join in. Of course, make sure you use the following link and join the Discord, confirm the rules, all that beautiful stuff. Behave unlike Alex, wink wink. And yeah, that's it. And if you want to talk about the course, you want to wonder about the course that right now have several spots. I teach TA, technical analysis, that is far more in depth and more advanced than this that I do. It's the actual tools and skills that allow you to analyze the market in depth as similar as I do. You can ask here in the chat. Some of my students, in fact, are here on the chat right now. Of course, we all hang out in Discord. They get also sometimes exclusive videos and other stuff that I do. I'm kind of on vacation right now, but I'm kind of coming out of vacation, so I'll be doing a lot more of all of that stuff. What else? Covered. All the shameless plugs are done. Let's see what the market is doing as we're edging towards the market close. Not a big surprise for us. So all in all, quite a movement, clear movement to the downside. Although started here, we ended up moving into the gap. Let's see how much of the gap we can. We're not gonna have a power hour 10 minutes, if you will. It's not today. Maybe tomorrow we're gonna have something interesting, but we are like 8 minutes away from close. Volume is very low. Last time I checked, still I doubt we're gonna get. If we're gonna get a volume burst, Arnon will probably tell us in the chat. So all in all, I don't think we're gonna close a lot deeper when we are already maybe hedging on edging. Sorry, somewhere around this area. We're already at that somewhere this area. So yeah. I think that's where we're gonna close now. Let's see. Okay, got it. Some people. Way to go, Brad. Yeah. Brad used the opportunity. The second the spots were open, he jumped in. Like Army college, so high school could be early. I don't know, what are you talking about there? I'm afraid. Final dip coming in your point. Leah, you need to follow my videos. I'm expecting quite a big correction of the market overall. Final dip is far away. It was very, very, very far away. Yeah. So very far. What are you guys talking about there? I'm getting lost. Our dark pool is looking out. Curiosity. I haven't checked, but I believe we're building up and getting ready to dump. Chobe about the dark pools. I've not checked. I'm not gonna do that right now. Live stream. Plus, you can't really be sure. It's kind of convoluted, but you got to confirm the rules on Discord. Yes. Mama is very correct. Those of you who join the Discord, make sure you go and confirm the rules on the rules channel. Otherwise, you will be stuck in limbo. You will basically won't be able to actually join the Discord. You will kind of be, you'll just only see this channel, nothing else. And yeah, like all these people are stuck in limbo right now. I don't know what's going on. It's very simple. Confirm the rules, confirm here, right? Press the button. You're getting in, all of this stuff will open up. If you're a member, go to FAQ channel. There you can connect your accounts. Make sure you're using the same email for both your accounts. If you need further instructions or maybe something more in depth than this, just click this. Just click this title itself. You see how it lights up when you sort of hover on top of it. When you click it, it will open a YouTube video that explains to you how to connect the accounts in depth in case something is confusing or misunderstood. In worst case scenario, you just simply go to the support, you open up a support ticket, and we help you out. All right, that is how we go. Make sure you write the issue in the ticket right away so we know what to tackle. That is that about that. Mama, thank you very much for reminding me. You're a legend, absolute legend. Yeah, 5,500 is looking good, Arnon. I agree. We were expecting this, so no surprise for us with regards to that. The question is, are we going to form a new lower low as we're going to go beyond the low that we had on the larger scale, the larger sort of trend, right? So the real question here is, whether we're actually, are we going to basically break lower than our August low, right? If we're going to break below August, or we're going to retain a form of support here, which will fool people to think that, oh yeah, look, higher lows is not indicative enough to cancel all of the stuff we've seen here. So even if that will happen, although it's far more likely, in my opinion, when we'll actually see a lower low, or at least a double bottom of sorts, at least, kind of something like this. Then testing it one more time, maybe trying to make it back up. People think it's going to be just triple, very nice, beautiful wave. Probably not. Then it's where it's going to people get disappointed, get the bull's going to get trapped in, thinking there's going to be a perfect bull trap, moving us to the downside, as we see on the monthly, because what we're seeing on the monthly is inevitable at this point. And where if at first it was, we don't know how long this is gonna proceed, and all, at this point we're beyond overbaked. This cake is about to get burned. In fact, it's already getting burned, if you will. So we're yeah, that is that stuff. Let's clean it up a little bit because it's all messy. I apologize. Done. Right. All right. Wait, I have some stuff here. Let's just clean that up as well. Let's go. We're ready. Questions. What? What? I'm already curious what's going on there. Yeah, don't say that word. YouTube doesn't like it. Yeah, I can't say that. I'm kind of avoiding it on purpose. I mean, you guys, I guess you guys can say it, but in the video, it's not. Yeah, it's gonna cause problems. I know, so I'm trying to avoid it. I'm hoping for the day where we can freely speak and say what really, what really. No, we do. I do say what I think, right? I'm not gonna. But I'm not free to speak in the way I would want to express myself and actually say and emphasize the extreme situation in certain cases by using sometimes maybe inappropriate words. I'm sorry. I am a real human being. Yes, I use inappropriate words as well. I try to avoid that because YouTube is annoying like that, and one of them is that word, Gene. It's kind of, yeah, I know. I mean, you should have noticed by now I'm avoiding that word. What are you saying there, Arnold? $10 movement? Oh. What are we? I mean, we've done nothing here. We know what we're expecting. We're expecting build up to the downside. More downside, nothing surprising here. This is getting interesting, but I think it's more. Well, actually, let's just see. Let's not think. Yeah, it's more downside. It's the 5 minute is full of shit. Pardon French. It's downside. It's faking it out. It's gonna dip back down. Looking at 30 and 1. Yeah, it's certainly gonna dip back down. So looks like we're building up towards more downside. Although this is kind of sketchy, but yeah, I mean it's a bit sketchy right there. Still bullish, bearish dominant, bullish recessive. 1 hour bullish still. Yeah, that's still gonna make it to 55, 55. Otherwise, it's too difficult. It's not enough momentum, even with that 1 hour. And the 2 hour, with 4 hour, we know is already bearish, and the daily is building even further. Yeah, it's not gonna make it to that, to the Bordeaux, if you will, to the 55.84. At least not in the time being. Maybe next time around, that's gonna be the ceiling. But yeah, friends are going crazy for the 5. Makes sense. Arnon, makes sense. 5,500. What's in margin? Many lowest point to 25. Run later. Wait, no. Wait, what do you mean? No, not 2,500. What are you talking about? It was 34.930. What was it? It was 3491. Yeah, I was about to say correctly actually. So that was the lowest point back then, and my argument is we're gonna break that and not much lower, but the range probably is gonna end up being something akin to that And what is that? 300. Yeah, like that. Sound like something within that vicinity, sort of range prices. And that would slip. I'm assessing that is with slippage. Of course, we're gonna see. We're gonna be a lot smarter once we're gonna get closer. But right now, that's what it seems to be. Mm-mm-mm-mm. How do you react to the fact that you need to tighten the belts until November? And no way at all. For me, I was out from Tesla Palantir back when Tesla was 300, sold everything then. I announced it to the community. The only trade I was running back then was a firm, which I opted out eventually, and also was a major F up because I ran the course exactly as I said, 110 ROI, 100%, 110% ROI. You can ask the community here. Some of the members actually enjoyed the entire rally. Sadly, knowing everything doesn't mean that it's convoluted. Doesn't mean you're actually going to be successful at the thing. But then I switched over to S Triple Q. We dipped even lower, and thus I'm DCAing into it even lower. I don't mind. At an average of like 13, gonna be even lower in the upcoming day or so. So yeah. Bye, Balia. Have a great evening. 5370. I see. Yeah, no, we're on the same direction. I mean, we're not even contradictive. Everything is at its own rate, but it's all about the target prices and location we're going to make it to, which I've mentioned lower levels as well already. So I mean, it's not a competition. So I'm happy you're also getting what you expected. Super chats are live, folks. That's true, actually. Brad is right. Super chats are alive and kicking. Only Tim and Brad are not allowed to do them, so it is what it is. Greg has large vocabulary. No, I don't know. My vocabulary, actually, the vocabulary market related, obviously, it comes with the profession, I guess. But the more so, I guess, I used to have a more extensive vocabulary back in the day when I was slightly younger, just so you know how life works and how often you use particular words. And because I know three languages, oftentimes my brain goes very annoying and it starts shoving the right word but in the wrong language. So imagine dealing with that. So and then you kind of have to improvise, if you will, and just use the word that means whatever you want to say, not necessarily exactly the word you wanted to use. So there's that. All right. So what's going on, ladies and gents? What's going on? Let's see. The chat is alive, or am I? Yeah. Okay. It's alive. All right. Bordeaux is a sort of wine. I think you're correct. Bordeaux wine. Murat, I think you're correct. I think you are correct, my friend. I've been to France, to the Versailles Valley, and drank some pink champagne and weird stuff they make there. Guys, it's a phenomenal place. I highly recommend if you ever go to France. I mean, France right now is in turmoil, and France know what it was. That was a while back, but if you ever get to visit France, go to the Versailles Valley. You get to taste some awesome wines and champagnes. Although we know champagne is only from the Champagne Valley, but they are technically champagnes, and they're just awesome. All that stuff that's going on there, like bubbly wine, if you will. Okay, bubbly wine, but it's really awesome. Really awesome place. I even took a picture with the Duchess there, with at Versailles Valley. Black Mama, you think we pop tomorrow? Well, I hope you're gonna be near the toilet when you do pop. If I may be so rude and say so. Let me see what I'm thinking about tomorrow. I mean, yeah, we're probably gonna have some bullish momentum to the upside. We're still seeing some of it in the 1 hour chart. It still is inevitable. Uh, Mamba, just a joke, right? I hope you're good. Not gonna, yeah. But yeah, we're probably gonna have some bullish momentum, but overall, it's not gonna change the direction of the overarching trend, which I think will bring us to the downside one way or another. Yeah, Blake, I see you took it in good spirits. Love you much, guys. You're awesome. You're awesome. That I love that we can hang out and just Ali good bro. Talking just uh, um uh, just I'm talking. Okay, now it makes sense. Yeah, guys, it's very hard for me to read sometimes the last comment because there's this little piece of like the little heart icon, it's just kind of in the way, and it's kind of annoying that they have it for me as well in the studio. Like I don't know why it's there. Like am I gonna do this? Like my own thing, right? That's just so dumb, and it just prevents me from reading the last message, like the final words of the last message. Yeah, I figured I'm talking. Yeah, I thought. All right. Wait, I've missed something. Murad, by the way, California got awesome rose wine. I don't know, man. Only awesome thing in California. Okay, well, if Mama agrees, then I believe you. Um, California, yeah, you guys are going through some dark stuff there. I mean, it's difficult. I've seen some of the footage. I've seen some of the stuff. I've heard some of the stuff. I understand in terms of taxing, in terms of taxation, you're just being graped, if you will. So, look, I mean, you guys need to do something about it. I hate to say it, but you need to raise your voice, or part of the way to raise your voice is just move down south. I mean, there's a reason, I guess, why Joe Rogan and all these people who are, liberal, if you will, right? Open minded, very much so, but still traditional enough to say, what is this sort of bullshit, right? And it doesn't have to be Texas. I mean, if all of California moves to Texas, you're just gonna get California in Texas. What did you do with that, right? Although the Texans do know how to deal with annoying people, so I'm sure it's gonna be a bit different. Much love to you, Southern people. You're all awesome. Love you much. Um, but I do believe that you guys really need to raise your voice and do something, or at least, if not raise your voice, get the heck out of there, at least for the time being. Sorry, pardon me, ladies and gents. 1 second, I have to clear my throat. It's all that talking throughout the day is killing my throat a little bit. But yeah, something needs to be done, definitely. Don't California, my Brad, don't worry. I don't believe it's even possible. Mm. Guys, why don't you remind me to switch to the continuous contract so we can stare at the market while we're talking? Almost forgot. Almost forgot. What did we get on Palantir? No wonder. Look, guys, see, we're testing again. 3007, very distinct. Those who argued with me that the support is somewhere else, here you go. That's where the major support is. But yeah, we're just testing that. No surprise, no nothing. Affirm a bit down, 39 below the 40. So yeah, I mean, slowly but surely. Tesla's still holding up phenomenally, but we spoke about Tesla today. Not much to say about that. Nvidia still testing that 110 that we spoke about. Apple is up a little bit today, which is, I mean, in the context of everything, But then again, like be aware. Apple is going down definitely. Apple is Apple is a joke. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Apple is a great stock to trade. If you're a day trader, you know how to. You're prepared for the volatility, if you will. You understand where the overall trend is going, but Apple as a company is just utter garbage nowadays. I'm sorry, this is the reality of the thing, and I don't understand why people like Linux at this point, or Macs, or iPhones. It's all bullshit, like literally. And you overpay for something that's bullshit. And while the company tells you how you should exactly do everything and handle yourself, this just Apple is not for people such as myself. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. And then, by the way, I'll let you in on a little secret. A lot of the people who say, all the famous people who carry an iPhone for, like, a status symbol, if you will, a lot of them have an Android of one sort or another and actually prefer the Android, but they're just so bought out by Apple that, and the sort of the scene and everything, that that's just the reality. But so yeah, Apple is, although relatively flat today, I believe more down on Apple. Was Plug is Plug. I'm not going to talk about Plug. It's not interesting so far. I mean, it's interesting, but I actually want to own a position in Plug sometimes. So no, don't ask me questions about Plug. If you want to ask me questions about Plug, only in the Discord. I'm not going to devote any time to it right now. It's a convoluted play, a lot of explanation, blah blah blah. Not now, not here. Only on Discord. So yeah, that's that. But it's an interesting play. Yeah, Christoph. No, I mean, we discussed this before. Apple. Who the hell puts a charging port on the top of the mouse? Who the hell? If there was ever a meeting I wanted to be a fly on the wall on, that would have been exactly the executive meeting on which they decided to actually put the charging port on the top of the mouse. I mean, I'm not even gonna make any references. Black Docu, I actually love Docu, and I had a bullish thesis to Docu about Docu. Why? How is it doing nowadays? Why is it running up? Is it? Yeah, no, I mean, look, Docu has a lot of potential in my opinion. For looking at the technicals, not so much at the time being. In fact, it has a lot more downside. It's not that I wanted to believe, it just made a lot of sense to me. It's a very simple product, very efficient, very reliable. Again, reliable, trustworthy, in other words. You don't have to overpay for the service. It's self-explanatory, very intuitive, user-friendly. And with all of that, it failed miserably relative to my expectation about it. I do believe it will have, as long as, look, it's simple to compete with it at face value, but first mover kind of advantage, and the fact of the matter that they're definitely not Adobe, and Adobe having their own trouble, their problems all the time. And yeah, there are other substitutes, but they're not as sort of, the same reason why you would want to go to buy a Nike and not some Sanyo unknown company. Not because Sanyo is bad, you just don't know if their shoes are any good. On the other hand, you know exactly how good Nikes are. You see, it's kind of the brand name idea. And Docu are reliable in that sphere. So like I said, simple, intuitive, all of that stuff. I'm kind of disappointed on their lack of success, but I mean, bad earnings and under these conditions right now. And you'll need for the corporate right now is shrinking. When corporate is gonna be going back to normality with all the branches of, if it's tech, if it's bio, if it's any direction you look at, eventually subsequently you're gonna see Docu kind of bump up because of it. I had through the technicals and sort of the story, I thought they're gonna be doing better faster, but as we see, not really, sadly. But I mean, I don't hate on them. To be really sort of, honest, I do think they have easily that potential to break through and towards that 70 at some point. And once they do, will start climbing up. I believe their average is roughly around that $100 mark ish. That's what you can squeeze out of it, at least in the term, in the sort of in the, I would say, medium long future. And I don't even want to give a time frame on this because it already has disappointed, and we already have a lot of downside to be had before we actually go upside. So I'm talking far, far, far out. But it does have potential. It's sort of inevitable, and we know that it has some potential unless more competition will come in and will break that thesis. That is that. Apple going downhill. Yeah, a long time ago. Job. Yeah. I mean, even then, yeah. Dave, don't get me started on Apple. I mean, really, it's a doo-doo. Black, don't forget, Black Mamba, you're forgetting about regulation and other factors that will play into this. It's not that simple. We're far away. Insurance, no one insure it. It's very convoluted and complex. First, Tesla will have to build their insurance division. We have time. We have time, brother. I do. I'm a big believer in Tesla. Tesla is in its diapers. In fact, pardon me for using it. Sperm firm form. Ugh. English boo. So it's just not. It's like a two-cell entity still. So Yeah, yeah. Gene definitely. Yeah, I agree. Gosh, yeah, it's insane, right? It's such a crazy thing how. But then again, my argument. Don't. I didn't like them ever. It's just I like trading them at some point because the trade's very lucrative, very easy, very quick, very distinct. Trends are clear. It's just great asset to trade. Mm. Know know what uphill is. What do you mean uphill? Uphill. What do you mean? Yeah, and then they are all very annoying, and what adult products feel to me still like the 90s. Somehow they were able to be frozen in the 90s and the 2000s, and like that's how the tech still feels, and it's all very sluggish and never just some in issues, and it's never that. It's never perfect. There's just weird for where it was supposed to be by now, and you always forced as for corporate, you're always forced to buy the whole bundle of things when you need just maybe one thing out of it all. It's just not so. It's not more so. You know what it is, Mama? It's not user friendly like some of the software was in the 90s and the early 2000s. That's what it reminds me of. Not just the it's just not user friendly, not intuitive as well. Also, Brad, where did I miss you asking for ET? Oh yeah, I see. Where can you look at? Right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 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 Trying to keep up. Is that what? Wait. That's them. That's what you want. Brad. Hello. Is that ET? Yeah, ET. I believe it's them. Right. Hmm. Wow. So they're very extensive. They're broad based in like the whole sector of gas supplying infrastructure. Um, Wait, what? They're like all over the everything. Mm. Brad? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. Great. I'm I'm thinking. I'm reading through the whole. Well, not the whole thing, but I'm getting an idea of what am I looking at to have some form of an idea. If prices make sense, what are the ranges, and sort of just sector related things. Mm-hmm. I see. Okay, let's take a look at this. I mean, yeah, Brad, no, that's already not looking good for you. I mean, you're already seeing on the screen what's going on with this bit. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. I mean, you are yeah. No. Big problems, big problems, big problems. Big problems. Yeah, big problems, big problems, big problems. Yeah, no, 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 Brad, no. Not great. Not great. Yeah, Brad, no, no, not great. Not great at all. You're about to start breaking that trend with the, well, but this is the energy. Well, it's not energy, it's infrastructure, really, more so. No, no, Brad, no, no. You're going down with that. And coin, I see. Tungan, I'm seeing what you wrote. Megasonic, okay. Well, I hope what I've covered, Avgo, it helped you a little bit getting a sense of what's going on. Yes and no. Yeah, no, because it's a no. It's a distinct no, and I've kind of given it the chance to see if maybe I'm rushing into it. But because yeah, it's a no. It's a big, clear no. It's only a matter of time before it comes a real unpleasant no. I mean, you're gonna have obviously the stages of 11, 10 area. Then you obviously have this somewhere there, eights, your eights area. Look, the damage once it starts going down at some point, it mitigates. People think that the rate, even though everything is highly related, it's not like this is gonna go into zero, right? It's more so energy being so expensive. Maybe we'll have a bit of a sustained drop, if you will, right? Nothing stupid extensive, just more of a slow descent, if you will. So you have that. No, it's a no. No, I mean, Brad, don't be scared. If you like this, you believe in it long term, it's gonna be just a great opportunity to buy on the bottom, DCA into it. Yeah, Brad, my pleasure, man. No worries. We might want to take a look at that as you go down, try and figure it out, kind of, re-ask me about it. But the overall outlook right now seems like you're already squeezing it, like you already are. They're already squeezing the juice out of it, and I can understand how that creates that hype, that FOMO feeling. It's going up, then it's gonna go up. No, if it's gone up, it's gonna correct down. I don't know. You should be hopeful if you feel like Ian. Good to see you here, by the way. If you want to be hopeful for them, then. But when I become hopeful about things, if you will, although I never really apply hope to the whole thing, but I become hopeful when I recognize the bottom and I recognize the smell of the upside. Right? It doesn't have to come through fully, but when I start to see signs of it, I recognize it potentially. Yeah. That's only then I'm gonna become hopeful, if you will, and also that hope based upon the actual technical analysis. Like, hope is not really hope with me; it's more like the technical analysis saying that so I hope my analysis is not wrong. That's kind of the only thing I ever hope for, if anything. I hope that I'm not wrong. Inception. Sorry, guys. It's just stupid dad jokes. Although not a dad. So, how long do you think the coming bull run will? At least that I not know. At least I hope I'm not. Um, Greg, how long do you think the coming bull run will last? What bull run? Well, we're talking about a bear run here. Let's first finish the bear run. What are you talking about? What bull run? The what I'm talking about is a little bit of an upside correction inside the bearish trend. Before we finish all the bearish stuff, we have a long way to go. At least from the way it seems. You should follow up on the latest videos, Lucas. You'll be a little bit more up to speed to what I mean and what I meant by saying there's a lot more to go. Mm-mm-mm. Check FCX. I'm looking at merchants. Yeah, sure, of course. Of course, let's oh, nope, nope, wrong thing. No, here. FCX. Let's do that. Matt, you said FCX, right? I'm not mistaken there. Alright. Christoph, take a look. Ah, right. Freeport McMoran. Interesting. Interesting. Bullish weekly. Huh. Haven't seen that in a while. Bullish weekly. You're bearish monthly still, but bullish. Like, I mean, that's a distinct uptrend if you are objective about the thing. So you're still in an option actually with that one. That's interesting. Right. Freeport. Freeport. Oh la la, you're gonna eat poo poo here. That is big poo poo. Why are you poo poo? What is this poo poo? Yeah, that's gonna be unpleasant for you a little while. I mean, you're still on the upside, but you're correcting already, being dragged down. Last earnings was poo poo, poo poo. Yeah, no earnings yet. Wait, what's going on here? What is this? All right, I've gone too far. What is this? You've got here good earnings. Beat 15, beat 10. Oh la la. That is good. My friend, that's actually not so. You know what? I mean, whoa, Christoph. That is not all that bad. This is a fake down, so this is an up. This is not so bad. This is not so bad. Although, yeah, you're getting cooked on the 6 months there, as we said. But then again, your yearly looks good still. So, I mean, it's a bit like a mixed bag, but you're actually not bad as the rest of the other stuff we looked at. You know? I mean, it depends. If it's a long term hold kind of thing, then you're good. You're probably going to have a rebalance later down the line, but it's not that bad. Good one, Christoph. Good one. I mean, yeah, you're kind of all in all, your longer duration trends and you're good. You're actually not bad, Christoph. There you go. There you go, boys and girls. Learn from Christoph. We found something positive in that poo market. All right. What? Gee, I never hate you. Why are you saying like that? Please look at the chart for oil. Give me your opinion. Sorry, I don't know. How did I miss that? What? No, what? What? Sorry. 69 though. Nothing changed. I said we're gonna test it now. 69. Well, it's 69 70. We're actually testing 70, so still moving towards. I'm sorry, Gene. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I somehow missed it. I've noticed what. I'm not seeing more requests for oil, but maybe. Oh yeah, I see there. Oil, Greg. Please look at oil, Greg. And then no, I'm seeing just one time. What are you saying? Anyway, don't care. No matter. You look at oil. It is upside. Oil is upside. We know oil is upside. You see, that is that stupid reserve that was found, right? Instead of bringing us to the upside, we made a head and shoulders here, right? Not that surprising. Yeah, if you will. So yeah, I think we're kind of hitting bottom on that on the daily here. Get ready for upside. I mean, we've been testing weekly proper. Yeah, monthly is kind of behind. Maybe that's the monthly thing that has been going sideways because of the thing since here. Got them. Well, yeah, we should have. Well, it's still the direction is distinct. It doesn't matter. All in all, I mean, we know what we're doing on this. So yeah, see, yeah. It's just stupid prolonged. So yeah, oh yeah, that's where we got that DV convergence divergence here. That's poop. But yeah, no, oil going up. It's not a question. It's we know that. roughly the ranges. Don't forget, post 80, it becomes rough. Very, yeah, very coarse, if you will. 80 and 100 is just like a very tough minefield there. Once we get locked in, we get locked in proper. Although it's more it's like interesting, we're already testing higher but failed. But that's again sort of geopolitics right now are playing a big part. Reserves and well, I guess there's a lot of geopolitical play right now more than anything that sort of affects how oil is playing out. The U.S. administration playing it very well. The Biden administration is playing it very weird right now. Don't worry, even the lower prices. And we were discussing it in the community the other day. It's not like you guys are gonna feel that difference when you go to the gas station. Now, that's kind of all I'm gonna say. Um, Mark my words. A real correction, you're gonna feel it on the when you go to pump up. When this is just fake. Palantir. Pedro, we done Palantir. We've done Palantir. It's going down. Testing our 3007. I said this many times. We're going to test it here. Do you still have drawings from my previous, see? All that other stuff, you see? We're testing that, you see? Where we're going to the downside. The crab is getting boiled. It's very simple, you see? So there you go. Already, our short-term trend is already switched over, right? You can see what we're doing here. That's our downtrend, my friend. Yeah, we're going down. Get down. Get to the chopper. Get down again. Get down some more. Amazon. Nah, I don't want to talk about Amazon, Brad. Amazon is not my ballpark for various reasons. I don't want to talk about Amazon. No. No, 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 no. Call me a biased asshole. I'll be fine with that. It's fine. Mm, we can talk about Amazon later in the community. I was born in California, moved to Texas. I have Texas values. Judy, that's magical. Texas values really what matters. Really, I mean we were just talking about it the other day. Texans, Southern people know how to be very welcoming, very loving, but at the same time project "don't f with us" kind of thing. Very smart people. I don't know. I mean, I understand people like to make fun of rednecks and all that sort of thing. Which, by the way, redneck means to me hard worker. That's what it means to me. Being a hard worker, that is not a bad. That's not like don't have any bad connotation from that. And people say, well, stupid. You know how many stupid people we have here in Israel? Jesus. I mean, you can't imagine. We might have to start selling them in bulk at this point. Everywhere has stupid people. So, and in general, the values themselves, the family-oriented values, respect, all that sort of stuff. I personally find that there's like a lot, morals, moral compass, if you will, at times. Being a firearms enthusiast myself, I really respect their love to firearms. Yeah, I mean, they're really, really awesome people. It's weird to call it community because they're goddamn gigantic, but as a whole, it's I agree with that, Judy. It's good to have and good place and great values to have, in my opinion. Salute to that. Recession and oil and how it plays out, it's very complex, really, because remember, we didn't really have, even if you look at prior recessions, we didn't really have a situation right just like right now, and what we potentially might have with this instance. This is going to be very, very ugly. It's going to be lower than potentially could be, meaning it's not going to be 120, but we still are going to test higher oil prices. And it's going to be very bad, very painful. It's going to be elevated norm relative to conditions, if that makes sense. Once. Brad. At least I Apple by TMF. That's up to you, Judy. I cannot tell you. I cannot. That's financial advice. I cannot give you financial advice. That's not what I do here. I only analyze technical analysis and sort of give my own point of view on things. I would not be able to answer you that question. Lucas, thank you, Greg, for great videos every day. Lucas, it's a pleasure. You know, I said I really enjoy this. It's not just like I said, for me, it's better than any trading floor I ever worked at. It's a great community all in all, in terms of the hangouts, in terms of the topics I get to talk about, in terms of the people themselves. I really enjoyed this. For me, again, I guess if you would have been in my shoes, you would have understood the hard work I put in to get to where I'm at, you know, years on end. This is, in my book, what it was for, right? Just kind of be able to do what I like, hang out with people that are like-minded, even if we agree, disagree, doesn't matter. That's not what it's all about. It's more about sort of the vibe and the thing that we have here as a community. For me, I hope you enjoy this, of course. You know, I'm happy to hear you enjoy this and you appreciate this. But more so, let me tell you, I enjoy this as much as you guys do. Like, no joke. And yeah, you say great videos. I would hope so. I'm making an effort, trying my best. Definitely, I promise. You know, I think Greg is a philosopher, poet, technical analyst. Gene. Most stupid. What? Germans with precision engineering and all that? No, look, Christoph, you got them banana. What I was trying to say is that stupid people exist everywhere, and saying that, you know, some group of people are stupid because they have stupid people, that's just dumb from the get-go. That's what I was kind of saying. I know plenty of brilliant German people. German people are very precise, again, at times void of emotions, but that's also not true. I've been to German pubs when I've been to Germany. It was also very awesome. You guys seem to be very emotional and very happy and very drunk at the pub, all I'm gonna say. So, you know, I've been to Aachen. My family is there. We've been to some pubs. We've been to München. It was awesome. I mean, not that emotionless as people say. Was again a while back, but still was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And wow, the beer is like shit. Like, no lie. Back then I used to drink a lot of beer, and I remember getting drunk. I'm not even kidding, from drinking like 3 sips from one of the beers there, and it wasn't even anything all that crazy. You guys have some serious beer. It's not just like because you're known for beer. I legitimately know that. I've tried. Like, I was proper happy drunk after 3 sips, which is bananas to me. And I used to drink back then. So, I mean, my tolerance was high. It was impressive. That was some serious beer you guys have there. Great stuff. Do you think Apple 16? I don't know, Judy. That's an interesting question. I'm really not follow. They really have to innovate. I mean, the progress that they're doing. No, not necessarily. It might actually be another hit. Not a hit in terms of, you know, a good hit. In terms of, it's just gonna be hitting under the belt at this point, because I mean, they effed up with the Apple Card. They effed up with that Apple, you know, Pro thing or whatever they called it, that stuff you put on your face that is ridiculous. The augmented reality glasses, glass scope, if you want to call it like that, it's just ridiculous, moronic and ridiculous on top of it all. They have executives leaving left and right. I don't think the Apple, I mean 16. I'm assuming you're talking about the iPhone, the new iPhone right now. It's not gonna save their ass. They need to change mentality. They can't. They're so stuck up their own ass and sniffing their own farts, they cannot recognize that they're going down the path of Kodak. like, ring bell, notification nannies. You are an absolute legend. Boys and girls, those who are new here, haven't yet, smash the like. I would tremendously, but unlike Tom, I say yes, smash the like. It helps the channel grow. Subscribe if not yet. Ring the bell. You'll be informed when I go live. All that great stuff. Discord link. Brand. Let me put a Discord link actually. And that is, you have the Discord link in the description below. But you know what? Because you insist, it's Tom's Discord. Tom and I built Tom's Discord. We are partners in it. We both share all our stuff there, so it's the same one. Exactly, they're stupid everywhere. So it's no regard of color or shape or exact. Absolutely. Gene 1000. Chef's kiss, my friend. Exactly. I hate that stereotypical thing when people stereotype saying, "Oh, these people are smart, these people are stupid." I've met all smart and stupid people from of all places, of all colors, of all shapes and sizes, and some of them are not that obvious immediately. So, and some of them will be related to you. That happens as well. Life is imperfect like that. BRKB, I haven't checked, but then again, we know they're selling off. I haven't checked BRK in a while. I'm not gonna be surprised though. We can look at BRKB in the community. It's a very unique asset. There's a lot of play there. It's you know what? It's one of those assets that can actually, it's okay if it looks down, if it's pointing downwards. It's hard to explain. You really, I mean, Berkshire and Hathaway, look, yeah, let's just talk about it in the community. It's going to take me forever to break down the whole thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, it depends for who. Trust me when I tell you that if there's somebody who knows what he's doing, it's Warren. And sadly, when Charlie, rest in peace, when he, not in piss, that almost came out wrong, rest in peace, he was, I learned a lot about him that I didn't know. I mean, I had a lot of respect for him regardless. Sorry, mouth is dry, give me a sec. I classify myself into a very small group of people in the industry that we're not your regular bunch. Let me just say that. You realize that only from within the industry, only when you're behind the curtain. And stupid and discriminate, yeah. And Munger was one of these people in a way. I think I would assume, if I may put myself, I'm putting myself on a quite high pedestal, but I'm just classifying a group of people which you have. It doesn't matter, from all branches and levels of the market, if you will. Munger turned out to be, if you will, not just a true professional. Of course, he was a true professional. That's a given. But Munger was, even in our industry, for ourselves, there are the superheroes, if you will, and some of them are very unique people. And a superhero is not somebody who, in that industry, it's someone who has a lot of power beyond most average person's understanding to how much power they have, and they choosingly don't abuse it even when they should, which is quite a phenomenal trait and very rare, especially in the industry. And Munger turns out to be one of those very rare people. We know he commanded a lot of power and had a lot of pull and all that's a given, but we didn't really know in depth to how much anti I don't even know how to describe it, but I wouldn't call, because I can't call it fraud, but there's like a lot of misleading in the market, and he was anti that. He could have abused that to death, and instead he chose to stand opposed to that, and actually he advised Warren many times on how some of these people behave and their minds work. And after teaching him that, said, but make sure you never do that yourself, kind of thing. So it's quite phenomenal. So yeah, don't worry. BRK is in good hands, and Greg Abel there, I think, I think he got to where he is now by accident. Very smart man, obviously. So I think you shouldn't worry about BRK, if anything. BEA doesn't matter. Wait, what do you mean? But they got some problems with water there. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I probably missed something. You're running into page. Right. Discriminated. We said there. So, right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure what I missed. Can you check Marvel? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Let's give it a quick look. We're about to adjourn this. If you boys and girls want to check something out, definitely now is the time. Some more up, generally down, although bullshit down, because like fake out, because that's that. But interesting. Wow, that's a that's an interesting one. Yeah, that is interesting fake there. Okay, I see why it got stopped exactly there, not the top. Okay, still down. You're going down. Down. Here is your yearly. You're going down. You're going down, but where's your, I mean, you're probably looking here at 63 area. 63, definitely. Eyeballing it. Don't do this at home, kids. 46. No, it's lower. It's kind of here. Maybe some slippage. 46 still. Yeah, call it 46 levels. Let's see if I can say 46. Yeah, 46, absolutely. So your current worry is call it 55. And where was that? That other. Was that's here, we said? Somewhere around here. That's 66. That's that here. That's the 50-bit range. A bit of a gap. And what is that? That's low. That 36. That's obviously you have something there. But let's see. Let's go. Let's go see this. Wait, new cycle. What cycle is this? What's going on here? Where's the cycles? Okay, so yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna go down. You're also market related. Forgot. Marvel down. Oh, how did we run so quick? Thomas, can you look at what is that? HEI? I'm assuming that's HEI. Know your opinion? Sure. HEI. Marvel, we've done. HEI, now just HEI. HEI. Oh, you've been squeezing that to death. Oh, I see. Are you any different? No, you're not any different. You just rallied to bejesus out. Oh, your resume so low. My God, you're gonna get so not having fun. Oh yes, guys. Everything that is index related, markets, indices, so S&P related, gonna go down. Just to be clear, okay? Just so we're gonna summarize it, it's all gonna appear like this on the top and ready to breakdown, and all the smaller time frames will appear basically on the downtrend down, on a downtrend soon, on a downtrend soon, or already pretty much about to. So lots of down in every direction. Everything that is highly market related. Right, that is that. Going down in the fourth Snatch movie quote. Right, what a great movie! What a great movie! Snatch, yes, very great movie. You're going down the fourth. Never goes down. What was the name? One Punch Machine Gun Kelly, something like that, or something, or I don't know. Machine Gun Mickey. Kelly's the rapper, right? Kelly rapper, wannabe singer. The Mickey, Mega. Yeah, excellent movie. I remember once, Gene knows, I used to have a, I used to work out so hard I had a similar body to the character, to Brad Pitt's. I mean, very low body fat, all muscle. I need to get back on that. Gene, thank you for reminding me. Need to get my ass back into shape. Yeah, absolutely. Gene, thank you for saying it. Absolutely. You're old, oh, Gene. Yeah, that's true. That is true. There's another line from Snatch I used to like. It was just kind of when people really get to me, which is rare, very rare. But if somebody really gets to me, I can say something like, especially when some stock doesn't go exactly as planned, like kind of being deviated or whatever. It's like, when I throw a dog a bone, I don't care if it tastes any good. So that's also a line from Snatch. I see. But that's speculation and doesn't mean anything. He goes into an asset that's going to be good long term while selling what is going to drop right now. It is all related, anyways. I would argue that it still is related. Used to look like Brad Pitt. No. I didn't look like Brad Pitt, no. But I definitely had a similar body structure, very low body fat, very high muscle, like what Brad Pitt had in that movie. You can ask Gene. I show them photos. Um, Snatch was sick. Guy Ritchie makes good movies. Um, Mistake was Madonna. I'm watching from the beginning, but hope everything is well. What do you mean? What do you mean, Danny? I'm watching from the beginning, but hope everything is well. I hope so as well. I hope everything is. Yes. Everything is well. I'm going to technical analysis on your something structure and current trends. I'm assuming body structure. Come on, Gene. My body structure is definitely out of shape. Well, I'm still very slim, very low fat, but definitely not the same muscle density nor mass. I'm definitely fell off that horse, especially when I had the dental issues. I really struggled to work out as much. All the blood pressure moving to the cranium used to cause headaches and whatnot, so I had to bring down my workouts a little bit. And I definitely need to get back into shape. God, yes. The bottom. Yeah, you definitely need to get back into shape. No, that is true. All right. So, boys and girls, I think we can adjourn this hangout live craziness we've got today. I think we went, whoa, 1.5 hours. All right. So, yeah, we definitely need to adjourn this. We've kind of summarized everything. We see we're dancing on 5,500. No surprise here. Nothing that we did not expect, everything as we saw it. We've covered everything. That's it. We're kind of good, boys and girls, right? We're kind of good. So, sorry, cipher. Thanks, Vreg. No problem. I am from now on, Vreg. Really appreciate you. No, just kidding. I get it. It's Greg. Just the V came. I get it. I get it. No worries, Tungan. My pleasure, man. I hope you guys, the rest of you, also enjoyed this. I believe everybody smashed the like and subscribe button. Otherwise, why not? It's free. Come on. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow in the market open. Going down, Greg investing. It's going down. Greg with investing. Greg rocks. Thank you, bro. My love, my pleasure and love to all of you guys. You're all awesome. Thank you for showing up, hanging out with me, doing these lives and all that stuff. Don't forget to join Discord if you have not yet done so. A little bit, Michaelis, it's a little bit of an upside, but more so we're still retaining the downside. String going up. Could you even tell me tomorrow? String going up in TMF. What? Judy? Sorry, what? Got me confused there. Don't forget to smash the like, subscribe. All right, Nanny. Absolutely. Like I said, Judy, you got me confused there. What were you talking about? I've checked, Judy. I already went over Marvel. Rewind a little bit. I already have. Nanny's, yeah, my God. What would I do without you? You are a legend. Thank you so much for being so much help. Boys and girls, those who need the link to the Discord, the Patreon, everything is in the chat right now. Nanny posted. You can see it all. Join in. And don't forget, there are limited spots for the Patreon at this price, the $10, which is even if you look at Tom's, which basically both tiers, the $20 and the $10 will give you the same thing. It's just that the $10 one is half price. I mean, if you insist on paying 20, go ahead, no problem. Definitely wouldn't mind that. Close to the end of the video. Yeah. It's relatively just recently. We just covered it. It's going down. Marvel is going down. It's market related. It's going down. It's going down because it's highly market correlated, and if we know the market is going to go down, Judy, is going to go down with it. That's it, boys and girls. That was awesome. Today I got to hang out a little less in the Discord. I was very busy from call to call. But I will definitely show up tomorrow for more. I hope tomorrow we have a Friday. We're gonna close the week, so tomorrow's session is rather important. Of course, I'm gonna do the early call earlier, and then the later call is gonna be earlier as well. So we're not gonna be waiting all the way to the market close unless it will be necessary. We're probably gonna be doing two somewhat adjacent calls or just one longer one somewhere in between. We'll see how we're gonna play this out. That's it, boys and girls. Love you much. See you on the Discord. Bye bye.